Despite being beaten in a barrier trial yesterday, champion 2-year-old filly Bold Promise is still ruling favourite for the Golden Slipper on March 23rd.
Bred and sold as a yearling for $40,000 by TAB chairman Ross Cribb, Bold Promise is unbeaten in 4 starts for $1.3 million in prize money. She's won many fans, none more ardent than her 25-year-old trainer Sterling Smith.
Not even the Golden Slipper favourite warrants a second glance in Randwick's dawn light. She's just one of 600 horses who are brought to the track, worked and whisked away again before most people are out of bed. Sterling and Ernie Smith certainly give Bold Promise more than a second glance. In fact, part owner Ernie and his trainer son rarely take their eyes off the super filly. For Ernie, Bold Promise has provided an exciting diversion following a recent split from his celebrated brother TJ Smith.
Well, I don't know what makes some horses more special than others. The thing is that she can gallop, but a lot of the others just can't gallop. And she's just a natural racehorse. From the day that she first was ever put down to gallop, you know, we knew that she was very good. But as from the first barrier trial, she just got better. And actually the boy that rode her in the barrier trial, when he rode her, he said that she was the best horse he'd ever ridden.
Outside the Smith clan, Bold Promise's greatest fan is her strapper and regular work rider, Kerry White, a 20-year-old expatriate New Zealander who just adores the flying filly.
It's such a thrill to be associated with such a good horse, and she's so lovely to do anything with. Just, you know, I hope she keeps racing safely, and I'd hate anything to happen to her.
You get nervous sitting in the stand watching a race?
Yeah.
What thoughts run through your mind?
Oh, I just hope she wins, hope she gets through the race safely and pulls up all right afterwards.
Bold Promise was sired by the former champion Luskin Star, whose explosive acceleration saw him win the 1977 Golden Slipper by a street.
Shot clear. He's a super colt, all right. He's making an absolute mess of them.
As a racehorse, Luskin Star's stock in trade was that amazing ability to leave the opposition floundering as he did in that 1977 Golden Slipper. As a sire, he's been able to pass on that trait to many of his progeny, none more so than Bold Promise. In fact, many racing men believe she is the reincarnation of the great Luskin Star.
She certainly looked like Dad's girl in 2 recent Magic Millions races on the Gold Coast. Here's the first of them.
Bold Promise raced away from Musical Chairs, then Dangerous Seam and Shade, but it's all Bold Promise. She wins pulling up.
A week later, she repeated the dose.
Again, and look at her go. At the 200, Bold Promise shot past Sedgwin. Chortle battling on, and then Natchez, but it's Bold Promise. She's doing everything everybody expected her to do. Dittman had a couple of looks. Again he sits up, and again she kills them.
Those big race wins and an automatic 10% winning percentage have given 25-year-old Sterling Smith a debut season envied by any budding trainer. He's also been able to silence those cynics who claim anybody could train Bold Promise by winning races with several other horses. The wheels of fortune are really gathering momentum for this young man, born to be with thoroughbreds, although he's a little overawed by his instant stardom.
When I walked into the yard 8 months ago with 1 horse, and I literally only had 1 horse on the books at the time, and my father was still at Tully Lodge at the time, and he said to me, listen, it's going to be a hard slog, you're looking at 2 years down the track. And I knew that from the start, that nowhere in my wildest dreams that I knew this was going to happen.
How major a role is Dad playing? Is he letting you have your head, have free rein? You're making all the decisions, he's trusting your judgment?
It's a combination, I would say. He leaves the training to me, and Dad concentrates more on the clients, being an old professional that he is. But Dad's he's like a 16-year-old kid now with Bold Promise in the camp, and it was very hard for him to make the move from Tully Lodge after being there for nearly some 40 years with his brother. And, you know, to have the success virtually immediately is just great for him as well.
Experienced jockeys can usually gauge a horse's potential in the very early stages of training. Ron Quinton has never ridden Bold Promise in a race, but he well remembers a track gallop in which he partnered the filly.
Well, I just couldn't believe that a filly could be so relaxed, and then when just asked the question to quicken up, she just went from underneath me. Yeah. And when I come back, I said to Ernie Smith, I said, well, this really lets go when you pick it up. Mm. But the thing I like really about her is her temperament, and she's so laid back, and you know, it's just amazing. And that's what good horse have got to have.
She knows what it's all about. She's got tremendous acceleration in the end of her races, and it'll take really a champion to hold her out in the Golden Slipper.
It is quite stunning. 4 races, $1.3 million, and all that talent, and still a long way to go. And you'll see all that Golden Slipper action right here on Nine's Wide World of Sports next month.
Certainly will. Greg Norman crashes in on a golfing heavyweight, and we take the weight with the world's strongest men. Those features coming up shortly.